Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the co-main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Presented to you by Tiger Life Energy, the cleaner energy drink. Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and white. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. His official weight, 231.7 pounds. As a bare knuckle fighter, he steps into the squared circle for the 4th time. Fighting out of Krypton, California, here is the God of Destruction, Kryptonite Lopez. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black with multicolored trim. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, 231.5 pounds. He holds an impressive MMA record of 21 victories opposite 8 defeats and makes his bare knuckle debut. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Gulf Coast MMA legend, fighting out of Biloxi, Mississippi, Alan Belcher. And our referee in charge of the action, Wayne Spinola.
Alan Belcher said, I'm going to slowly turn up the pressure throughout this fight. If it goes to round number 5, I'm going to completely open up. Tony Lopez said, I'm going to come off the scratch line firing. And instead, it's a muted start for Lopez. Round number 1. Multicolored trunks for Alan Belcher. Black and white trunks for Tony Lopez. Lopez did not come off of the scratch line firing.
He didn't do anything. He just stood there and waited to see what his opponent would do.
Lopez and Jeff Shiffens, the only 2 fighters in bare knuckles brief history to do limited hand wraps. You have to put sun tape on. The red and the blue is for the judges to see the hands, which punches are landing. Lopez has never wrapped his hands in MMA unless he's been compelled to do so by the commissioner promotion.
He wants to do the bare minimum. He even said when he comes out, he doesn't want any Vaseline on him. Once again, that goes with my theory. He just wants to bleed, put on a good show for the fans. I think he didn't tell me that.
Short right hand on the inside and a counter right hand from Lopez. Belcher landed flush into the clinch. Almost a side headlock position now. We'll see the patience of Wayne Spinola. None in that sequence.
And Belcher did some tricky MMA stuff right there. Had his other arm cupped with his hand so we could throw punches with nobody able to block it.
See the head movement of Alan Belcher. Trying to dance in and out of the pocket. Much more straightforward as Lopez. Now big uppercuts, body and head. Huge right hand on the inside from Alan Belcher.
I know we talked about Alan Belcher being a 185-pounder, and it shows. He's quick out there. He's very fast for heavyweight.
Lopez with the left hand. Uppercut to the sternum with the lead left hand from Alan Belcher. That was clever. 15 seconds remaining, round number 1. Hard left jab from Belcher. Overhand right. Swelling under the right eye on the face of Lopez. Lopez takes that right hand. Lopez now cut outside of his left brow. That is the end of round 1.
Good first round right there for Alan Belcher. He didn't look like he...
On the line, gentlemen. Wait for my command.
Both fighters coming up to scratch for round number 2.
Ready? Level up!
Get a muted start off the scratch line for Tony Lopez.
I mean, just look how fast Alan Belcher, his footwork is, how quick his head movement is.
Step in there's the left hand that lands, smile on the face of Belcher. Belcher slipping, duck under, in fact, on that left hand. To the body from Alan Belcher. Lopez with the left hand. Lopez, Chris, yet to get his offense going, and Lopez said, throughout my entire career, I've been a slow starter. I tell myself, be a fast starter, my body just will not react.
It's a very difficult fight right here for both guys because they both keep changing stances, going from right-handed to left-handed. That makes it difficult. When you're at right-handed versus left-handed, there's certain things you can do, but when they change up, it makes it hard to get your footwork down.
Lopez trying to turn up the pressure. There's the left hand right to the body.
Like every time he tries to come in, though, he's eating a punch from Alan Belcher.
Straight right hand on the cross from Belcher. Threw it naked without the jab. And it landed. Nothing on that right hand, nothing on that left hand. Counter right hand from Belcher. Belcher proving a very elusive target at heavyweight.
Like I said, he's used to a different speed level. At 185, it's way different, so I think this could be very good for him. He's faster than most of his opponents, but he's still strong, too.
There's a big right hand from Lopez. Belcher walking through that. Lopez pulling that right back to the chest.
I feel like Belcher can see the punches coming from Lopez.
15 seconds remaining, round 2.
10 seconds.
Lopez slapping away the lead hand of Alan Belcher. There's the right hand from Belcher. Belcher now to the body. Short uppercut from Lopez. We end round number 2.
It was a great cut versus left. He's got to throw that straight down the pipe.
Seconds out. Okay, gentlemen, wait for me.
Belcher first up to scratch.
Here we go. Ready? Level up.
Round number 3 underway. See the immediate movement off of the scratch line for Alan Belcher. Pivoting, shuffling his feet, now going to work with the one.
There's that change of stance right there by Lopez. He went from right-handed to left-handed, now back to right-handed.
Belcher was using a Letway-style block with his left hand, bringing down the elbow.
And Lopez shouldn't just stand right in front of him because Alan Belcher is much faster than him.
30 seconds gone, round 3. Right hand from Belcher.
Keep him up.
So right to the body from Lopez. Fighters now talking to each other. Both smiling.
Talking about the punches each of them is landing, whether they hurt or not.
Double right hand from Belcher. Another big right hand from Alan Belcher, moving into the inside overhook.
And I like what Belcher's doing right now. He's not throwing things with too much power. He's just looking to touch his opponent's face.
Can't grab his wrist.
He knows if he can just land punches, he's going to cut people over in this sport. It's going to be a little bit different than MMA.
Good job.
Push off from both men. Belcher staying very tight with his hands. Swing and a miss by Tony Lopez. Lopez with the left jab, almost stubbing that jab, keeping Belcher from coming in. Now the right hand. See the reset from Belcher, center circle. 5 seconds remaining, round 3. Double jab from Belcher, just a rangefinder.
10 seconds.
Belcher slapping away the lead hand of Lopez, lands the short right hand. Swing and a miss. There's
the
that
backhand.
legal backhand. Spinola called Lopez on that, gave him a soft warning.
Time.
That is the end of round 3. Blood streak on the nose of Alan Belcher. His face, though, otherwise
Third
clean.
line, gentlemen, just wait for me. Just gotta wait for everything to
Lopez, who rarely marks up, is marking up in this
clear.
fight.
Okay, here we go, gentlemen. Ready? Bell up.
Lopez cuts. He doesn't really swell, though, except he is in this fight. Swing and a miss. Lopez taking himself off balance.
You talked about Belcher proven to be very elusive at this weight class. Even though he's bigger,
Good left hand from Belcher.
I think that speed he possesses is really helpful right now.
See the jab short and sharp again from Belcher. 80 seconds remaining, round 4 of our co-main. Good right hand.
That kind of looked like it wobbled him for a second.
Just over the ear of Lopez. Again for Belcher, the one is definitely working. Throws it again. Lopez throwing the one of his own. Then the uppercut with the rear right hand. Back to the jab goes Tony Lopez. Left hand from Alan Belcher. See the hand fighting. They actually interlocked fingers. Right to the body from Belcher. Counter right hand and the left right back from Belcher. Belcher starting to open up. 35 seconds remaining, round 4.
You see a level of frustration on Lopez. A very difficult fight for him right now. Belcher's proven very elusive.
Shuffle step from Alan Belcher, resetting his feet. Lopez takes that left hand. Lopez much more flat-footed. It's a full push-off from Alan Belcher. No warning from Wayne Spinola. Closing seconds, round 4. And we move to the 5th and final round. And again, Chris, Alan Belcher said, if this fight goes to round 5, I'm going to absolutely open up and go hard for the knockout.
And that's a good plan because you never know how you're going to feel.
Seconds out. Last round, Tony. Last round, Alan.
5th and final round of our co-main event.
Give me a
Alan
second.
Belcher,
Sure everyone's out of
UFC
here.
veteran of
All right,
15
guys, last round.
fights in his
Work hard.
BKFC
Ready? Knuckle
debut
up.
versus Tony Lopez in his 4th fight in BKFC.
Belcher does look like he's really trying to open up a little bit. More aggressive.
Jab to the body. Belcher looks like a heavyweight, but he looks like a really fast, elusive heavyweight.
Exactly. He looks like a 185-pounder with speed, but a heavyweight with size.
There's a big left hand from Lopez, one of his few really significant punches in this fight. It's Lopez turning up the pressure in round 5, nearly through the backhand again. Caught himself midway through. Lopez stepping in with that left hand. 1:15 remaining, 5th and final round. Jab from Belcher. Right hand again, now the left. Combination allows Belcher to enter the pocket. He pulls himself right back out. Final minute of this fight. Big left hand.
Beautiful job right there by Belcher. He just leaned back just enough to get out of the way of that punch and came back with his own punch.
40 seconds remaining in this fight. Smear of blood on the face of Alan Belcher. Lopez turning, nearly took himself off balance. Belcher to the inside. Both fighting so effective in the clinch.
Cut! Quick, back up, back up.
Hasn't been very many clinches in this fight. A lot of action.
Jab to the body from Lopez, jab right back. There's a hard right hand from Tony Lopez. Lopez is having his best round of the fight. But Belcher For me, Chris, dominating rounds 1 through 4, and that is the end of our co-main. As you see the dismissive wave off by Tony Lopez. Very disappointed how our co-main went. I don't believe that's Tony Lopez being dismissive of Alan Belcher. I think that's him being very disappointed in his performance.
Absolutely.
Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these two heavyweight warriors. After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, here are the score totals from our judges at ringside. Judge Ingle, 49-46. Judge Frazier, 48-47. And Judge Dixon, 50-45. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Alan Belcher!
Fantastic debut for Alan Belcher. He looked like he was a seasoned veteran in there at bare knuckle. Even though this was his first fight, he looked quick, he looked fast, he looked strong.
Here's Soch with the victor.
Alan Belcher, well, you know, we talked about this just about half an hour ago. What you expect out of this fight, a 5-round banger, that's what you got. But the way I see it is, 8 years off from fighting, the best shape of your life, BKFC debut in your hometown, it doesn't get much better than this.
Wow. No, hell yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Man, it's been 8 years since I fought. There's no way to better coming back into fighting than right here in Biloxi. I appreciate you guys. Hell yeah, it means a lot to me. I could feel the energy from everyone. The months leading up to this has been really energetic. It's been very life-changing for me. And I just really appreciate it. Hell yeah, it feels good to be back in here. And I didn't perform as well as I wanted to, but I wanted to knock the rust off. I was gonna try not to get hit, but that's pretty hard to do in here, you know, so yeah, man, thank you guys for coming out and supporting. This is a great organization.
Man, they love you, and it was fun to watch you fight. I have to ask you right now, though, I mean, after watching that, you really seem like, it's your debut. You really seem like you're in your lane doing this. I know I'd like to see it back. I'm sure they'd like to see it back. You gonna be back?
Oh, 100%. This is my first fight, so I use this as a learning experience. And I didn't want to break my hands. I didn't want to end up gassing myself out. So I tried to be explosive and as excited I could, but still get the W. He's a very tough guy. I didn't overlook him at all.
No, I mean, it was amazing. A great fight. The fans are excited. I'm excited now.